Children, in the last video we have discussed about the multiplication of matrices. So first we have understood the concept of how the multiplication in matrices happen in the normal mathematics, and then we have implemented it in the programming. Okay, so over here in this video also we will be having one more operation of matrices. The operation is the subtraction of two matrices. In the earlier classes, we have already discussed about the addition of two matrices, and now we will be discussing about the subtraction of two matrices. Now let us discuss that how the process will go on if we are talking about the normal mathematics, right? So in the normal mathematics, suppose this is our matrix, this is one of the matrix and this is the other matrix, and we would like to subtract this matrix with this matrix. Okay, so what it needs to be done, that you will be subtracting the first value on the index number. The position of the index number should be same. So this 4 will be negated with, or 4 minus 2 will be equal to 4 minus 2 will be done over here. Over here for 5 minus 0 will happen. Over here 6 minus 3 will happen. 5 minus 0, 6 minus 3. In the similar way 3 minus 2 over here, 4 minus 3 over here, 1 minus 1, this 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 will be over here. Then this 1 minus 1, this 2 minus 1, and this 3 minus 1. So 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 3 minus 1. Now after this you will be solving this and you will just subtract the values and take the values. Over here it will be 2, it will be 5 over here, it will be 3 over 2, 5, 3. Over here it is 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, and over here this is 0, 1 and 2, 0, 1 and 2. So this is the normal matrix subtraction in case of mathematical concept, right? So in the mathematical concept, just you need to know the position. Whatever position of an element is in one matrix, the other matrix having the same position element will be subtracted with it, right? So this is on the 0, 0 index. This 4 is on 0, 0 index, and this 2 is also on 0, 0 index. So both these can be subtracted over here. So that's what we have did over here. 4 minus 2, 4 minus 2 we have done on over here. The value we have found is 2 over here. Okay, now coming over to the programming. The programming, how it will be implemented. So in case of programming, again you will be taking two matrices, or you will be first defining the two matrices, and later on what you will be doing, later on you will be just taking the differences, or you will be calculating the subtraction of the two matrices, right? So in the very first sentence or the first programming line, it will be importing the package. Then we have taken the class, then the main class is described, or main class is defined. Now after this we need to take two matrices. So we have taken a matrix A over here having the values, number of rows is 1, 2, 3. See, you have to count the number of curly brackets. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So number of rows over here is 3. Now after this, count the number of elements in this, in one of this curly bracket, 1, 2, 3. So that means 3 columns and 3 rows are there. So this is the value for the matrix A, and the value for matrix B is defined over here, 2, 0, 3. The same matrix we have taken, what we have defined over here in the example for the mathematical expression. Then 2, 3, 1, then 1, 1, 1 over here. Okay, now after this you need to calculate the difference. So we will put IAT difference, IAT DIFF, and this is defined, and the rows and columns are defined over here, because I have told you that if we will be subtracting the two matrices, right, the same dimension of matrix should be there where we can save the value for that particular matrix. So IAT diff, then new INT 3, 3 and 3. This is the row, this is the column. Now based on that we need to implement the thing, right? So to implement the thing in rows and columns, you already know about the nested loop, nested for loop. And in the nested for loop, this first loop will be used for the row, and the second loop will over here will be used for the column. Now the condition will be checked for 0 less than 3 condition is true over here, you will get inside this loop, and in this loop also you will be checking for the condition 0 less than 3, the condition is still true. When the condition is true, what will happen? Difference is equal to I of j, I and j is equal to A of ij minus B of ij. This is a simple thing we have to do, that we do in the normal mathematics also, that if we need to subtract two numbers, just we write and 4 minus 2, that will be subtracted, that's all, right? So the value on 0 comma 0 index and the value on 0 comma 0 index in the array B and array A will be subtracted. So this will be 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 will be subtracted, and that difference will be stored in the diff array, in the diff matrix in the on the index number 0 comma 0, right? So this way you will be calculating the value again and again, and when you will be calculating the value, it will be saved on the particular position based on the index number provided. Okay, so what will happen in this case when the first time the loop will run? The first time I have already to do 0 less than 3. When the inner loop will run for 3 times, the 3 values will be done like 4 minus 2, and the other values will be done 5 minus 0, and that value will be happening. Okay, next up, when we have done printing all the values for this particular row, we are having a condition where j will be equal to 3 and the condition will be false. You will move out from this inner for loop, and you will move out this out to the outer for loop, where you will be increasing the value of I over here. Now the value of I is equal to 1, and 1 less than 3 will be checked, and this condition will be starting from 0 on. So 1 comma 0, this will be 3 minus 2, that will be equal to 1 over here. So this value will be printed. In the similar way, it will go for 3 times, subtracting the value in the similar fashion that we have done in the earlier elements also. So in this manner you will be subtracting it. So once you have subtracted and you have already taken, or you have put all the values in the diff matrix, what needs to be done is to just you have to print the values in the matrix form. So again we have done this in the one more set of for nested for loops, where value of I is equal to 0 and j is equal to the similar loop that we have used over here. Okay, over here we have traversed the loop for providing the calculation for the subtraction, and then now we are using this loop over here where we are printing the values over here. So in this way you will be printing the value for diff over here, and whenever you will be printing the value for one row, this inner loop will be true for that. When the inner loop will be false, you will be coming out and you will be changing the line. Okay, so over here the output for this will be 4 minus 2, that will be 2 over here. Just one change is there, 2 is here, 2 1 0 and 5 1 1 and 3 0. Okay, so in this manner you will be first calculating the value over here, and then you will be just printing the values in the matrix form over here. So in this manner you will be subtracting two matrices in and two matrices over here. Okay, so that's it in this video.